ഇന്നത്തെ വീഡിയോ വൺ ഓഫ് ദ മോസ്റ്റ് റിക്വസ്റ്റഡ് വീഡിയോസിൽ ഒന്നാണ്. ഇപ്പം ന്യൂസിലാൻഡിൽ വന്നിട്ട് നഴ്സിംഗ് കോഴ്സ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് ലാഭകരമാണോ, അതുപോലെ നഴ്സിംഗ് കോഴ്സ് ചെയ്യാൻ ഡിഫിക്കൽറ്റി ഉണ്ടോ, അതുപോലെ നഴ്സിംഗ് കോഴ്സ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ പാർട്ട് ടൈം ജോലി ചെയ്തിട്ട് നമുക്ക് ഡേ ടു ഡേ ലൈഫിനുള്ള എക്സ്പെൻസ് മീറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി പറ്റുമോ, അങ്ങനെ ഒരുപാട് ഡൗട്ടുകൾ ഉണ്ടാവും അല്ലേ മനസ്സിൽ. നഴ്സിംഗ് വളരെയധികം ജോലി സാധ്യതയും അതുപോലെ കരിയർ ഗ്രോത്തും ഉള്ള ഒരു കോഴ്സ് ആയതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ +2 കഴിഞ്ഞതിന് ശേഷം ഡയറക്റ്റ് ഇവിടെ വന്ന് നഴ്സിംഗ് കോഴ്സ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് ഇവിടെ ജോലി കിട്ടാനൊക്കെ വളരെ എളുപ്പമാണ്. അപ്പം ഇവിടെ തന്നെ നഴ്സിംഗ് കോഴ്സ് പഠിച്ച് ഇവിടെ ജോലി ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു കുട്ടിയുടെ കയ്യിൽ നിന്ന് കിട്ടിയ എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ആണ് ഇന്ന് നിങ്ങളോട് ഷെയർ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. സോ നമുക്ക് വീഡിയോയിലോട്ട് കിടക്കാം. Hi Surbi, how are you?
I'm good, Sneha. How are you?
Thank you. So can you please introduce yourself for our viewers?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Surbi, as you already know. I'm originally from India. I came over here in 2017. Yeah.
Okay, how long the BSc nursing degree here in New Zealand, and how much does the course cost?
So over here in New Zealand, the course, the degree is 3-year full-time degree, the duration, and the cost is approximately, when I did, was nearly $23,000 per year. So that was the cost per year for international students. Yeah.
Oh yes, that's good to know. So what all the pre-qualification you did before you enroll here as a student?
So you need your, like from India, you need to have your 12th grade, which is +2, you know, for your high school education, and then you need to have the English requirement, which could either be IELTS, PTE, or whatever, you know. For me, I did IELTS, and the requirement for IELTS was 6.5 band score in each of the module. Yeah.
Perfect, thank you. How many students they were in your class?
We were about 90 in one stream, so we had 2 streams.
Okay.
So it was a real big class.
Oh, yeah. Is there any international students from Kerala?
Yeah, they were huge. There were so many international students. Quite a few from Kerala that I know. I had about 4 friends, so I would say international would be around 20% of the total class. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Still quite a few. Yeah.
So can you remember what all subjects were in your first year, second year, and third year course? Rough idea.
It is actually not like India, you know how we have like certain subjects like bio, chemistry, physics. It's totally different. Like I can say we had anatomy, physiology, going through physical, you know, body assessments and stuff, clinical assessments. Then we had the social science kind of thing, how the social practice work here in New Zealand. We talk about the culture. That's where, you know, they talk about the Maori population and all the different cultures that exist in New Zealand. The huge subject content is also based on mental health.
Okay.
Yeah, so mental health is very important. Yeah, so it covers everything. It does have bioscience in it, mental health, and the practical side of it as well. We had tutorials, yeah.
What about the pediatric side and community health?
Oh, yes, definitely. We had community health, pediatrics, maternity, what else?
Sociology.
Yeah.
Okay.
Social
so pretty much,
everything
covering,
everything,
just like.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool to know. So what's the hardest subject you think you study into your third year course?
I can't think of anything hard, but obviously
Microbiology, anatomy.
Yeah, anatomy. I actually love anatomy.
Perfect.
But micro can be a little bit, you know, going, because you have to still start from the basics. Like they teach you in the first year, they teach you basics. So it's 70% is the theory in the first year, and as the year goes, it's more practical. So it was starting from the cell, like what is cell, you know, starting from the basics. That's what starts from first year.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, and then it builds on, and then you go on your placements more as your semester progresses. Yeah.
All right. Can you tell me about the examination system, like examination pattern, how they conduct, and how frequently they are conducting?
So we, you know, like how in India we used to have final exams. Over here it's nothing like final or, you know, like which are not marked. So everything was basically marked. So it used to be like, you know, in semester 1 we had about 4 parts divided into different assignments. So one used to be 10%, other used to be 20, and third one used to be, you know, just dividing those percentage wise, and each part was counted into the final mark. Suppose there was one reflection which was 10%, and then there was another essay assignment which was 30%, so it's all going to be counted into the final grade of 100%. We also used to have short answer question, but we didn't have that many short answer and long answer questions. It was more of assignment based and MCQ based.
Okay.
Sort of paper criteria.
Is there any risk for failure? Like, did you not?
Yeah, there is. So if you obviously get less than 50%, that's when you fail. We had quite a few people who failed in our course, failed in the paper, so they had to repeat it.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes they give you an option to resit that particular assignment or that part if they think you have done good in your other parts of the assignment. That's the time they can let you resit that particular assignment.
Otherwise, you need to go back.
Do the whole paper again.
So we lose the time.
Lose time, lose money.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't want to do that.
Yeah, true.
What are the main difficulties you face while you are studying?
Do you mean like studying?
Like inside the college, like racism, language barrier? Did you felt?
So I actually did my whole schooling in English medium school, so language was not a barrier, but obviously it's a different accent over here, so people can actually find, you know, if they're coming from anywhere else in the country, anywhere else in the world, they will find Kiwis have a different accent. It's difficult at the beginning to understand what everybody else is saying because it's a different tone, different culture, you know. But I mean, you do get used to it. You do feel a bit of homesickness at the start, obviously, because you miss your family, which is very normal. But I was really lucky and grateful that I had my brother over here, so I didn't have to go through that much of a worry or struggle, so I was fine.
Okay. Are you nervous first time when you meet the new environment, new culture, new friends?
Oh yes, definitely, because I haven't been away from my parents for that long. It's totally a different country, different culture, different people, you know, because I'm from Punjab basically, so you have just those people around you. You don't meet that many cultures.
Okay.
So it's all different here. Even food is different, so you miss every single thing. But yeah, you get used to it.
Students in India love to hear about the clinical placement and your experience in clinical placement.
Oh yeah, so for my first year I went to 2 different rest homes. So that's like an aged care facility where you look after older people. I learned a lot of things over there basically, which was based on older patient care. It is really sad, you know, seeing them alone basically. But yeah, that's one part of nursing. And then I did other placements. They were mostly in hospital. One was in respiratory ward, other one was in dialysis. It was really good learning about dialysis, you know, how there are different types of dialysis, which was really good. And then my other placement was in ED, which I enjoyed the most. That was my people over there, including other students, my teachers. They were very supportive, which made my course, you know, easy, and placements went pretty smooth with everybody helping you around. But I should say people are really nice here.
Thank you. Can you able to work while you were studying?
Yeah, so online.
Can you work while you were studying, and what sort of work you can do while?
So being on a student visa, you can work 20 hours per week. So you can work anywhere. There is no restriction on work. But I was working in healthcare, so I was working as a healthcare assistant. So that was through agency. So they can send you to different hospitals, rest homes, or community health. I really enjoyed it because it was quite flexible. You can give your availability that you're available on those certain days and those certain timings. So it was really good.
Okay. How much money you roughly earned while you were working and studying time? Like, is that good enough to cover your expenses?
So in 2017 when I started, our minimum wage does change every year to 2-year basis. At that time it was 17.5, I guess, per hour, $17.5 per hour. Well, if you do 20 hours per week, I think it is still okay for you to pay your rent, and your other bills while you're studying. It is actually not easy because you're studying full time and then you're working part time 20 hours, but it is still manageable.
All right. Thank you. So when you look overall, what are the benefits of studying here?
I think it's really beneficial to do your bachelor's from here, then from overseas, because you get to know the culture, you get to know the people, and you get to know the way the nursing works here. Obviously it's very different to that in India. So and the way things, even including the medications and the way you treat people, it is totally different, and culture is a big thing here. So yeah, I would really recommend anybody who wants to be a nurse or wanting to pursue any career abroad to do their qualifications in the country. I know it's pricey, it's costly, but it is worth it.
Thank you. Is there any scholarship program for international student? Any support, financial support, or just in case if we couldn't pay our bill, couldn't pay, like mentally stressed? Is there any support system available for student?
Yeah, so we do have our student learning services, which they can help you with the studies, and there is like a team as well who can help you if you're struggling financially or if you need some help with your emotion well-being. Regarding the scholarship, uni or colleges, they do have certain scholarships for international students, depending. It could be grade-wise, it could be sports-wise,
Oh, wow.
So there are options for scholarships. You just have to go through them. I didn't apply when I was an international student. I just got to know about it later on.
Oh.
So that was the thing. But once I got residency, I have applied for a few scholarships, so I got those. So I would really recommend you to go through the scholarships beforehand. Yeah, so they usually select people on grade basis. Yeah,
that's very good info to know.
Yeah.
So is there any help center or phone number available that the students can easily approach and ring them?
Yeah, so whichever college or university you guys want to apply, go to the website. There should always be an option or a phone number or contact details to contact for the scholarship. Yeah, they usually give you all the information there.
Oh, that's a good info. So once you finish your college, what's the very next step you did?
So applying for jobs.
How?
So after college, so over here, if you do your nursing here, sorry to cut you down, you need to clear the state exam. So yes, you need to do the state exam before you can apply for the job. Yeah.
How hard the state exams?
It is not that hard actually. The important thing that has helped me is my placements. The practical experience is experience that actually counts a lot in your state exam. It's all multi-choice questions, but they can be really tricky and confusing. Yeah.
Is there any second chance in case if you fail in first?
Yes, I think you do get up to 2 chances to clear the state exam. Yeah.
Okay. Did you experience any difficulties while applying for the job? Like waiting too long to...
So I remember, so when I applied for my jobs, I heard from quite a few that I've applied within a week. So it was a real positive, response. It's not a hard thing to get a job in New Zealand if you're a nurse. It's pretty easy because we are very short-staffed here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. What advice you can suggest to the new students who are eager to come here and study here?
So I would really advise you to don't delay it. Come as soon as you can. New Zealand is lovely. Everybody's so friendly and supportive, especially all the teachers that have taught me, or all the colleagues, all the friends. They're very supportive and friendly. So everybody's so nice here. I would really recommend you come over here and pursue your careers. Yeah.
And if you don't mind, could you tell your future plan?
So I'm actually on the pathway of being a nurse practitioner. So I have finished my bachelor's, then I did my diploma. I finished my diploma last year. So I'm on to my master's this year. So it's going to be another 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
All the very best for your bright future.
Thank
you
you
so much for your time.
Thank you. That's all good. Bye.